Look over here. Right here. Give us a smile.
I look so Hollywood.
Pulse Chain pulled 7 million in volume today. Some of you still slept through it. Selena, let's see who made money today. Whale is up 82%, Hold 31%, Cryfag 24%, 5555 18%, and Zero 12%.
That's tonight's show. Hold steady, stack wisely, good vibes, and I'll see you on the next push. Hope your Thanksgiving season's going smooth.
I'm Onizuka with the Pulse Chain update. Top 5 lined up, but first.
Here's a short commercial break.
Congratulations on the movie. Look over here.
Trying to get it.
Right here. Give us a smile.
Pulse Chain pulled 7 million in volume today. Some of you still slept through it. Selena.
There you go.
There we go. Don.
Do we have additional guests in the back room?
Do we? Okay, hold on.
I'm reading 4 people.
Woo.
There we go. Mr. Cabana Crypto, how are you, sir?
What is going on? How is everyone?
Great.
Lovely.
Now that you're here, it's absolutely fabulous.
Oh, well, you know, I bring the party with me. But thank you for the kind words. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing well. Getting ready for the holidays. I'll
Talking some junk food, I heard.
Yeah, definitely. And I've been puppy sitting big time. Well, not puppy sitting. It's my puppy, but she just got spayed yesterday. And she is zonked out on meds and painkillers and has been on my lap. And the wife is taking a turn right now.
Yeah.
That's good, though. To get them spayed and or neutered.
Yeah, I'm going to have to neuter him in a couple months. The vet actually said that I should wait because if you do it too soon, it's like it could damage things. So
yeah, they got to go through their first heat or whatever. Well, I guess that's for girl cats. For the boy cats, it stops them from raining everywhere.
Because she hasn't gone through. The puppy didn't go through one yet, but it was pretty wild. She's a very tired pup. I'm going to go back to sharing my screen. Now that we've got the whole crew here, I want to get your guys. So with this, you guys don't see that yet. Yeah. So
there we go.
Let's talk about this a little bit, right?
Yep.
What's this? I've never seen this before.
This is the proof.
Where you been?
So 4.5 million, right? Which is low for RH SAC, but
by like 1,000x.
Yeah. I have been thinking about this type of product for a while. And so because he has mentioned this before. Have you guys seen some of the posts that he's done before about this?
I've seen people repost it and like clip things he's said about it. Yeah.
This is a post from 2022. I figured out a way to transfer value without transferring coins. I'll let you know.
That was that long ago?
Yeah.
Wow.
It feels like it was just like this year, early this year or last year.
Real. That's a trip.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? So he's been thinking about doing this for quite a while.
Yeah.
And I can't find the one. Maybe somebody who's better at searching that
I'll find it.
Repository. There was a post he made where, okay, smart guys, right? Well, you know, when he gets that tone with everybody, okay, smart guys, whoever's in the community, see if you can make a protocol that transfers value without transferring coins, right? I can't find that post, but I remember reading it. And it's not something he deletes because he does not delete as a rule of thumb. But yeah, this is pretty wild, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is when Famous was a bullish on Pulse Chain back in the day. Famous, I like you, Famous. Hope you're doing well.
Me too.
He cracks me up. But yeah, That's a while back, right? And there's all kinds of posts. If you do a search under Richard Hart on his profile and do transfer value, there's other posts where he alludes to this. But 2022 is over 3 years ago. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's like right when Pulse Chain came out. Before Pulse Chain came out.
So you okay? I found the post here for you from 2022. I'll drop it in the private chat. Oh, you got it. Yeah.
This is the one?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the same one, yeah. But that's pretty. Did you guys, when you guys saw this back in the day and when he's alluded to it in the past, did you think it was what it's turned out to be? Because it seemed cryptic at first. How do you transfer value without transferring tokens, right? I don't think anybody was thinking about using any kind of ZK or anything that resembles ZK in the future. It's pretty.
I was definitely not thinking about that. In 2022, I was figuring out how my MetaMask wallet worked, probably. So,
I mean, you think it was over 2.5 years ago ish, and people are like, well, once this SAC phase is over, is it going to be like another year or two before we see anything of this? And this gem right here makes me think we'll see things a lot sooner because it's been on his radar, and who knows what has been going on behind closed doors and in the background. So perhaps sooner than later.
I think it is kind of cool to go into what he's done in the past, because there are some hidden gems in there.
Definitely.
If anybody wants to take a look at that, I just put it in chat.
But I saw this post reposted the other day, and it didn't register my brain that it was an old post. I was like, oh yeah, this is the thing he's been talking about, ProveX. That's the way, right? But it's like, no, this was what he had in mind years ago. So when people say that, like, oh, Richard's not working, Richard hasn't been thinking about Pulse Chain, it's like, no, dude, like, this has been planned for a long time. I think it more and more that's proving to be true.
Yeah, and he's had some stuff to deal with in the meantime, so I can understand delays, right?
Little things, SEC, Red Notice, nothing big.
And we build stuff, right? And we know what it's like to get busy. Some of this stuff just does not take the same amount of time you assessed when you started, ever.
It always is hard. Longer than it's supposed to, all the time. I guarantee you.
Every time. Yeah. How are you doing, SJ, on mailing things? By the way, one of the things I'm thankful for is the Griffith Foundation, which is awesome. I saw RG put a post out there the other day, or the Griffith Foundation put a post out there the other day that said so there would be some developments in mailing. Can you talk about this, or is this still top secret?
It's not like top secret, because if you read the post that Fast put out earlier today, you can construe things. I don't know what the right word is I'm looking for there. You can put the pieces togetger of the puzzle if you read between the lines, or read the lines.
Let's go read between those lines.
Let's go. Let's do that.
Let's bring up Fast post, and I think that's kind of the best way to get the most.
All complete speculation by me. Nothing can be proven.
I don't follow Fast, but we'll see. Should be able to follow it.
Most people don't.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Right. Oh, there we are.
Keep going.
Is it this one?
That's one.
There are a lot of feelings out there, mostly from people who aren't the ones doing the work. So here's what's really going on. Oh my God.
That's a lot of lines to read between.
Yeah,
Do you want me to paraphrase?
yeah.
Yes.
Paraphrases.
In
Holy
terms of
mackerel.
what's going on or what's coming next.
There's a 280 character limit, bro.
That's true. I could have made it a thread and got to 1,000, but I shortened it quite a bit. The bottom line, my speculation is that only 10% or so of the tablets, probably less, have actually gone out so far. So we're likely to see a tidal wave of tablets in the near future. With that kind of marketing, when a lot happens at once, it kind of works better in my experience. You get more, like many people posting instead of one person posting, and it feeds itself in that way. We've seen posts on the Griffin Foundation X account that there's now QR codes. I think that's like an awesome upgrade. It'll make for way faster onboarding, possibly some tracking options, though I don't know if that's true or not. But yeah, QR codes super useful for getting people on quickly. There's improved messaging, as I posted there. I don't know if that's 100% up to date or not, but like there's been changes to the messaging, including the QR codes that would appear underneath the text that you see there. There's fridge magnets, which is, in my opinion, the biggest piece of alpha that there is, because that will make these things way more sticky. They're going to be on people's fridges, and they're going to see them 50 times a day. And it's only a matter of time before they end up, going to a website to see, what is this thing that I write on my fridge? There we go. Live demo right now.
It's real.
So, and then I go on to comment about unloading trucks with RG3, hand bombing 40-pound boxes to Josh Wu while he balances on a ladder.
One thing for sure is those magnets made the boxes heavier.
They sure did.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I missed the magnet boxes.
I went to grab one, just like one of the boxes that was up high the other day to do something with it, and I nearly dropped it on my head. It was, I was like, I'm weak. I feel so weak.
You got people for that, SJ. The other thing I commented about that I think people will be interested in is, like, Richard did a contest for marketing ideas, and I believe second prize was won by Johnny Chaos, with the idea to put these things on Amazon for cheap, to make use of Amazon's sophisticated retargeting infrastructure, which is like a big deal in marketing, and like really hard to do at the level that Amazon does them. So like Richard paid Johnny $2,500 publicly to come up with that idea. I think there's a pretty good chance that that idea could happen. So, no confirmation, but things like that, I think people don't grasp the concept that this is just getting started, and that it's getting better as it goes, which is a huge part of marketing. Like with marketing, you try something, you measure the effect, you recalibrate, you make it better, and you try again. We're obviously seeing that in real time. And I have no reason to believe we won't see that further, that there won't be more recalibration, there won't be more improvements. So I have faith in the long-term benefit of these tablets. Short-term, this kind of stuff is not quick snap bang marketing, right? It's not like, it's not a cheesy infomercial. It's a long-term play where you get long-term exposure. These things are going to have a shelf life of like 5 to 7 years or something on people's fridges. This could be a huge long-term play for Pulse Chain.
Yep, exactly. And I'll get to share a little bit of just like behind the scenes kind of, just like Bass was talking about, when you're doing something that's really never been done before, there are a lot of logistical things that you need to figure out. And even when you're trying to do things by the book and you think you've got it all figured out, you don't. So that's part of the reason why, the 10% number is there, right? We want to make sure that the way that these are going out and who they're going to and how they're getting there, all of that takes so much time and energy and effort. And the good news is that it's continuing to happen. It's moving along. I just shipped nearly 1,000 out this morning that are going to a conference. They're going to Bit Basel. So there's Art Basel in Miami. We're gonna have an associate there handing them out to people. So they've been going out in different ways over the last few months, and we're excited to see that there will be a bigger massive way to get them out and get them distributed. And I think, I really think everyone is going to be on board with it and excited about it. And yes, the messaging has changed several times. It also changes depending on where they're going and who they're going to. So it's, yeah, like it will change again. So every time we do another iteration of this, it's updated. So
yeah, the other thing I mentioned was that there's a rumor some of these are going out at big crypto conferences. So probably that has different messaging attached to it if it's not coming in the mail to you, right?
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Because, well, so that's the ones you're seeing there as an example. Those aren't going to a conference, but they're not going through the US Postal Service, right? Like those are being boxed and shipped. So we're able to say things differently and word things differently, because with going through the Postal Service, there's a whole rule book. If you guys remember thinking back, there were posts by the Richard Hart, X account talking about how do we like help us, it was like he had things listed about like all these different documents that the Postal Service has and how to read through that and what we can and cannot say and what the best messaging is. So I see a lot of critique on the messaging, and y'all had a chance, like he's been asking how to word this for months. So if you have a better idea or you have some suggestions, like feel free to tag myself, tag Fast, tag the R.S. Griffin Foundation, like let us know.
Yeah, people don't like to have the ideas first. It's much easier to criticize others'
That's
ideas.
exactly what I was going to say, Fast. I think people get more of a kick out of talking trash on X.
It's easier, and the reason they're talking trash is typically because they see somebody who's doing something, they're doing nothing, so they'll feel like they're going to get more respect by attacking someone who's higher on the pecking order than them. That's the basic motivation behind that kind of trolling. So I hope we see less of that. If you're watching right now, find this post, guys, share it, support A Wild SJ and the whole team at the Hive. They're doing a great job, and it's real freaking work. Like boxes with magnets, now 60 pounds a piece, and there are thousands of boxes. It's a big deal.
Hundreds of thousands.
Yay.
Has there been a dent made in the stacks that we made the other day?
Not these, no, because what we've been. So no.
Okay, can't answer.
I mean, yes and no, right? Like
right.
There, yeah. There will be soon.
1,000 tablets. I don't know if you guys know the scope of what the Hive looks like right now, but 1,000 tablets is literally one column of boxes out of hundreds of columns of boxes. Yeah. Right? It looks like the back room looks something like Raiders of the Lost Ark when they put the box back there. It's very simple.
How many shipping containers have been unloaded so far?
3?
Probably more.
6. And we have
and
2
those are
more
60-foot shipping containers, like big ass shipping
coming
containers.
in the second week of December.
Nice.
When were the other 6 done, SJ? I know of 3 that I was involved with, right?
Yeah. So there were the last 2 that came back to back. And then is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe this is 5 and 6. Well, my brain hurts. No, it's because we had 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe it was only 4. Maybe it's only 4 so far, and then 5 and 6 are on their way.
It's a commitment for sure. You know?
Oh my God. This is, y'all, I'm grateful that I have the ability to do this. I had no idea what I was signing up for. I had no clue how much time, energy, space, life force was going to be needed to take on this task. Like when we started this process, I mean, I was thinking we'd have this kind of like small office space and there'd be some printers to print some things and we wouldn't It's just it just doesn't look anything like I would have thought, and it's just the scope of this project is just beyond, I think, what anybody understands unless you've been here and you've seen it. Like, it's really hard to comprehend how much is going on here, and how much effort and time, and like the way that we're handling the entire process, like from these getting shipped to us to the labeling, the mailing of them. Like, it's a lot of work. And we are still looking for volunteers. So if you are in the Southern California area, or you would like to be, holla at your girl, because yeah, especially once this new larger shipping component is in place. From what I understand, I will need to print many a label with many a barcode. So those barcodes will need to get stuck onto these packages, and we need everyone's hot little hands to do it. So
just watching the label maker go to town is interesting, right? That label maker is insane, absolutely bonkers. You send Cabana Crypto a box, and he can deliver them to local cabanas.
I like that.
Yeah, I can do that.
Cabana them.
Yeah, cabanas traditionally don't have a street address, as far as I recall.
Correct. That's how I could help with that situation.
Beer, they'll let you in.
Yeah.
You know, and that'll be something that hopefully with this new distribution method that people will be stoked about, because it was really difficult to tell everyone no. You know, I had so many people reach out to me wanting to get these, wanting to have them delivered. And, you know, most of the reasoning behind that is that they're not for our community. And we want to make sure that they're going into the hands of people who probably know what crypto is, but haven't bought into Pulse Chain yet. Right. But there are there's legitimate requests out there that people have, that they have other communities, or they're already part of other chains, right? And they're looking to bring these people in. So as more of those requests came in, and we kind of realized, like we can have this kind of networking effect, right? Like, again, that's why things are taking the time that they are, and we are switching gears and making sure that we're doing this in the best way that we can.
What do you guys think about the Amazon idea?
I like the Amazon idea, buddy, and I think with as many as he has, he can probably undercut the price of these, because these things are all over Amazon.
Yeah,
just not with the Hex logo. But if he's got 1 million of them, and he knows his price, and so does Johnny, I bet you they could at least break even on them, if not a little better, and get them into hands that actually want them, because they paid good money for them and ordered them on Amazon. I think that would be awesome, and I can't wait to see the stats on it.
And there would be community support. Like, I bet a lot of them would get sold to community members who want one for, a
lot of people were asking,
Nostalgia.
hey, where can I get one? Because they're mad that they weren't shipped one yet. And
coming soon, y'all.
Yeah,
I bet you they hand them out too, right? Like buy 5, keep 1, give away 4. I bet you that would happen.
Perfect stocking stuffer.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm hoping that everything that we're trying to do gets up and running well before Christmas. So I think that'd be really awesome.
Nice. That's perfect for this. It won't be like easy to get them online with Amazon in a, it's not just sending Amazon a box. There's a process. Have fun.
Having them, so you don't think they'll make it for Black Friday?
No.
Right. Because that would be awesome.
Like that to happen. But yeah, there's some kinks in the chain. So it's underway. The process is underway. I'll put it that way.
I don't think people realize how many of the Hexaking guys that you've seen around for a very, very long time, since the beginning of Hex, for sure the beginning of the Pulse Chain SAC, are helping out with this. It's pretty amazing. I know that Coffee's been down there a couple times, with Johnny Chaos helping out, RG3, USJ. I know Fast and I've been down there. I've been down there twice. And the amount of people within the LA area or the SoCal area that are within, let's just say 2 hours of the Hive, a lot of those guys show up. They show up all the time.
Awesome.
Yeah, I met a bunch of guys that, you know, like I kind of knew from Twitter, and I met new people that I didn't know. And it's cool, right? Everybody's there to work, of course, but it's like, yeah, it's great to meet other Hexicans and such.
This was an unexpectedly good location because we're in between San Diego and Los Angeles. So we have a large group of people that come from San Diego and then a large group of people that come from LA. So like it kind of worked out to be in the middle of nowhere in California. Temecula is awesome, actually. I'm not going to lie. This is a really nice town. And the food is fantastic. I've only been to like 1 or 2 restaurants where I was like,
We had Indian food. That was tasty.
It was pretty good Indian food.
Yeah, that was good. And the breakfast was good. Chicken fried steak. You can't go wrong.
And dancing.
Yeah, we had fancy hats too. It was good.
Yeah, fancy hats. That's the key. So how have you been, Cabana?
I've been all right, sir. It's nice to have things to talk about again. And I feel like there's like this slow ramp that we're all a part of right now. And, you know, we've got different irons in the fire. We got a sacrifice going on. We have, you know, some marketing efforts taking place and expanding in the future, and just feels like a slow ramp into the exciting unknown. But again, it's good to have things to talk about, like having a larger, slowly growing, engaged audience once more, you know, on streams and things like that. So I miss those feels from years ago, but we're seeing little hints of that mojo returning. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm hoping that this ball keeps rolling.
What do you guys think about him saying maybe a stream in a couple days and then no stream?
I like it, and I hope it's game theory for the sack, and I hope we don't hear anything from him until the sack rate goes up or the sack is over.
Interesting.
But because, I mean, if he were to appear like a wild SJ or an RH Max, who I saw in the chat, LOL, I think, you know, it really depends upon, you know, what his goal is, you know, with this sack, because he kind of like, you know, is making fun of himself with the tweets about it. And it's just like, hey, 3 million, you know, and we all know, you know, the 10 or hundreds of millions of whatever that we got in previous sacks. So it depends. Like if he shows up within what, the next how many days, 7 days or less or 6 or whatever it is, then he'll want a lot more eyeballs and funds into the sack bag, I think. But
well, even if that's not his intent, if he shows up, there will be more eyeballs and funds. All right. So,
right.
Yeah. So it begs the question: is he not showing up on purpose? You know, complete conspiracy. But
I hope so.
Feels like he's calling it in on this one a bit. What do you think?
Yeah, let's keep calling it in until all the true believers are in, and then after the rate has jumped, you know, hey, you can pay more if you happen to see RH on your YouTube screen. I'm not saying he's going to do a live stream. Doesn't sound like that's what he had planned. I know a lot of people hopes and dreams depend on a live stream, but if you read the wording of it, pretty much sounded like a recorded thing with, you know, gathering questions. And I do miss the question answering. It's way better live, of course, but you know, we'll take what we can get at this point.
Agreed. RH Max wants Brist to come down and slap an ink logo on the labels.
I want to answer a question in the chat real quick.
Which one is it?
Crypto BD 369. Just to assure people, it's so simple. It's such a simple device. Like the only thing in here is there's a battery right here. And even the battery is such a low, what's the word? So
Voltage?
such a low lithium content that it's not a hazard. It's technically called like a cell button battery. Trust me, we had to figure all of that out and really get that down in order to do the U.S. Postal Service shipping. So it's a very simple device. There's no cords or plug or anything like that involved.
Yeah, if I can mail a birthday card with one of those batteries in it,
Right.
you can mail a tablet with it, no problem.
Exactly.
And does it hook up to your Wi-Fi? Most importantly,
It does not.
No,
fair enough.
It does
that's
not.
silly. No internet involved at all.
It is just a basic cool device. I was going to ask for one last time I was down because I was going to make little notes on it and hold it up on stream and stuff, but I keep forgetting to ask for one when I come down there. And I have a gun safe in this room that it would magnet to perfectly.
Nice.
I wish.
Let's talk guns.
Actually, this gun safe is just full of bullets.
Yeah, bullet safe.
That'll be worth more than the guns in the future. Ammo is getting harder to get.
Yeah, it's part of stealing bullets. Let's see what else we got here. Who else do we? Thanks to everybody for keeping the chat active. There's a lot of people in the chat today. Sandy Beach, nice to see you. Of course, Briss is in here. Nice to see you. Briss was in there. Briss was down there the very first one, right? He helped out.
Brismo 7.
I don't know.
What? Maybe.
Rumors.
He wasn't there for the first one. I would have remembered him.
I do remember having a cigar with Briss.
Yeah, that was just for the hangout though.
Oh,
He'll be at the next one, won't he?
Don't be flaky, Briss. Holy mackerel. You live down there, bro.
Yeah, come hang out, man. It'll be a good time.
Yeah.
Good
No
time.
pressure.
And straight up said no. Come on.
Yeah, y'all are on the wrong coast, or else I'd be there. So
He's
is
too
what it
busy
is.
racing his car on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be there more if it wasn't the wrong country.
Very, very cool. Who else do we have in chat?
Oh, you will come help out. Yeah. Sounds good, man. It'll be nice to see you. Come hang out. Do some work. Eat some food. We always feed everyone really well. I got all sorts of
100%. I missed the last food, the taco guy that came and set up at the cigar shop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh. And I wanted, but I had to take the puppy home. And she was not having it.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. So what is everybody's plans for Thanksgiving? What are you doing, SJ?
I'm family hopping.
Mhm.
My birth father and his family, I'm gonna have lunch Thanksgiving with them at my stepmom, I guess her mom's house. It's a whole got a whole ordeal going on, and then I'll be with my mom for the evening for Thanksgiving dinner. So I gotta really just watch my portions because I get 2 Thanksgivings. Sometimes there's 3, but not this year. 2 only. My family's all split up everywhere.
Having seen you over the years, SJ, I think you can do without watching portions for a couple of days. I think,
Got it. I'll do it.
I
You're a
think
tiny
you're
person.
doing fine. Me, on the other hand, I should probably watch my portions, but I don't think you have an issue. And Thanksgiving is already come and gone for you, right, Fast?
Yeah, it was the weekend of October 13th, which my family, we usually find that the last weekend to go up to the cabin. So that's typically where we do Thanksgiving, because after that, the cabin's way too cold, to do Thanksgiving. So that's the weekend you take the dock out of the water right before the water freezes, which is not something most people volunteer for because it's still real cold on October 13th. But yeah, it's close up your cabin, take your dock out weekend typically.
And if you are on the right coast, Cabana, it's going to be nice and sunny probably where you're at. Maybe.
We'll see. I mean, I'm mid-Atlantic right now, so I am at the DC studio. But
then it could not be warm
yeah,
there.
I am not in the Gulf of America studio, but it's very nice down there. But
I was there the other week, a couple of weeks ago in Jacksonville, hanging out with Rack and Scuba Steve. And in Jacksonville, it got to 33 degrees.
Oh, yeah. They get, there are cold fronts down there.
They had a cold front come through, and I was thinking, oh, man, I should be back in California.
And the further south you go, the more you have to look for not like winter precipitation, but falling iguanas from the trees because they freeze and just fall out. And then it's okay, SJ. They live, they hit the ground, and then they thaw out, and then they wake up, and then they walk away. But it is a thing. Like,
there he is. Where is this?
I would say like South Florida, like Miami, the further south you go, West Palm and stuff like that.
I was in, one of my sons lives in Fort Lauderdale area, and there was freaking iguanas all over the place. It's unreal.
Yeah. Yep. And
they're invasive.
I get neighborhood alerts, and I got one the other day. It just said, hey, did somebody lose an iguana? And I was just like, it's the most Florida thing ever. And I'm just like looking at it, and I'm like, it probably, they're like, Triple Dad up top said it's Florida, they're everywhere. So it's, it doesn't have to be somebody's iguana. Like, it's probably, if you're, like you said, if you're in Fort Lauderdale, like they're everywhere, just running around the parks, the trees, right on the beach, and the palm trees, like in the parking lots, like they're everywhere.
That's exactly what I was going to say. They're hanging out in parking lots, getting sun on the blacktop, right? Yep. And they actually, some of the bigger ones take up a space, and they won't move. Right. There was like a 3-foot long iguana in this one parking spot, and I pulled up, and he's not moving. He's catching sun. It's wild, big ass iguanas all over the place.
Cobra at Florida is one of the worst places for invasive species I've read, right? Like you guys have pythons and stuff that are not from Florida. That
they have like annual snake hunts to where like they get paid, and like whoever brings in the most pythons gets a reward because they, like you said, invasive species, and it's not the only one. But
I think I have an idea for a pulse chain contest.
That's right.
It's tying into this momentum.
I think that's usually like September, October. So we'll have to look at that when it rolls around next year.
Nice. Yeah, you should have submitted that for the idea when Richard was asking.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a treasure hunt, but with snakes. And yeah, it would get a lot of eyeballs.
Python hunt, yeah.
Briss in here with a pun. Very nice, Briss. Good job. I want to buy some things.
I don't want to miss this before it goes away, but John Bishop has some very important questions that need answering, and I'd love to answer them for him.
John Bishop.
John.
Where I don't see him.
John Bishop 4393.
John Bishop.
It's right above Briz saying he got pulse chain magnets.
There we go. We need more info about that.
Yes, we do.
Definitely.
So this is Sir Winchester. He will be 4 months old on December 3rd. So his full name is Sir Winchester Blue Shadow Griffin, after the foundation and the street that the foundation's. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Anyways, he's a Siberian cat.
How did you all meet?
So my previous cat was a Siberian cat, and that's because I'm allergic to cats. And the Siberian cat has 90% less of the allergen in their DNA, just naturally. So my sweet little princess passed away a couple years ago, and it was time. I was like, oh, it's time. I think it is time now. So that's how I drove to Utah to pick him up. And we drove back together, and he's very comfortable in the car. So you'll see a lot of pictures of me with him just like on my shoulder, chilling in the car.
That's interesting because my experience with cats in the car are the total opposite. They
He
are
Flip out.
insane, like clown show. It is just like climbing up seats and, you know, just getting angry. Of course, they probably realize that they're going to the vet, but
Yeah.
Trying to go by your feet
yep.
while you're trying to drive the whole shebang. Yeah. But that cat is very mellow, very chill.
Except when I'm holding him and he doesn't want to be held anymore. Okay, bye, baby.
Yeah. She has a leash for him and she walked him on the beach.
Yep. Yeah, he's super, super awesome. There's a walking path across the way, and I'll go there at least a couple times a week when the weather's nice to take him out. I'm going on a birthday morning hike, and I'm going to take him with me. Watch the sunrise over the valley or something like that.
Just watch out for the coyotes.
Yeah, that like legit. There are coyotes in that area, so we'll see. I may or may not take him with me. But yeah, favorite treat, everything. He's a chunk. Like I don't free feed him because if I did, he'd eat everything all the time. And one of his favorite toys is this thing called the Dancer. It's a $3 toy, or just the cartons from the toilet paper rolls. That's the funniest thing. It's like you think you need to buy all these like fancy toys and things like that. Like I bought him this like $20 like motion thing that moves around and stuff. No, he just wants the toilet paper roll.
When I come home from
Are you guys gonna put up
Costco,
a Christmas tree?
go ahead, buddy. What'd you say?
Are you going to put up a Christmas tree at the hive? I bet he'll like that.
He probably would like that, but no. Yeah, I don't think that's in our budget.
I'm even pausing on the Christmas tree. I'm going to put it up with lights, maybe, but not decorations, because the puppy's a freaking nut. Absolute crazy person. That dog.
Oh no.
It's bonkers. I saw a thing on Instagram the other day that showed the progression of a pit bull, and it's 1 to 6 months cute, 6 months to 3 years miniature Tyrannosaurus Rex, and then 3 years on couch potato, right? And it is definitely in the Tyrannosaurus Rex. It eats it. I brought home Costco, and what it wanted was the box from Costco, and it turned it into confetti, just all over the living room, just going at it.
I love pitties.
They're good dogs.
Yeah.
They're good dogs. I don't know how RG3 is going with his dog giveaway, but if anybody needs a pup or would like to foster a pup and find it a good home, that's where I got this one. And he has that. I think he had like 15, 20 dogs that he needed to rehouse because he had a buddy pass away. And it was everything from golden retrievers to Malinois to Mastiffs to a Basset Hound. So you're muted, SJ.
There we go. The Basset Hound found a home.
Oh, that's awesome.
The adult golden retriever female found a home. I'll get you guys a link. There's a link I have.
That's the Basset Hound's buddy, right?
The puppy. So there's a male and female adult golden retriever, and then their puppy, the little girl, that's the Basset Hound's buddy.
So that one didn't go with the Basset Hound?
Mm.
Oh, that's it.
There's still a young female golden retriever.
How many pups has RG3 rehoused? But right now, quite a few.
I couldn't tell you, but yeah, a good. I would say at least 10, probably.
That's
but
doing
from the list of them that need to be rehomed, there's only two. Two have been rehomed out of like the 10 more on that list. I mean, there were 50 dogs there. I think there's 30 something now.
Goodness.
Yeah.
So slowly but surely, it is happening.
If you are in the California or Western United States and you need a pup, hit up RG3 or SJ. Not only are they sending tablets, they'll send you a puppy with a tablet.
Free puppy with tablet. I like that.
Yeah, 100% free
Welcome
dog.
to Pup Chain.
Yeah.
That would make the news.
Yeah. We're not putting them in an envelope and shipping them
So
fast.
hopefully this link.
That would make the news too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're
putting this link in there for me. Oh, that's not going to work. Hold on. Never mind. Don't do that yet. Don't do it. Don't do it.
private chat.
Can view.
Are you not an admin, SJ?
I don't know. Oh.
No, she's not.
She's not. That link you want in there?
Yes. I think that
Okay.
should.
Yeah, that one works. That's got the dogs. Chihuahuas. There's Chihuahuas.
That's it's a mix. It's
Yeah, Chihuahua Frenchie.
it's a Frenchie Chihuahua mix.
Just what I need for the Great White North.
There you go. Perfect. And then the Embolnios, the adults, I think there are several up for adoption. And the only ones that they are selling for money are the puppies. And that all those funds go to the family of his friend who passed away to cover, funeral costs and all sorts of things. So just taking care of the puppies. I mean, there's just so much work that has to go into that, and food, and it's a lot. But yeah, so the Embolnios are still available. Charlie, the Frenchie Chihuahua mix, is still available. The 11-month-old Golden Retriever female is available. And then the male Golden Retriever, and I think both of
nice
the
looking dog.
Shepherds are all still available. I think actually, let me check on the Shepherd, because I think one of those got adopted. But
I
anyway.
recommend the Golden Retrievers. I've had 2 Labradors, which are pretty much the same thing. They're a little calmer, but like will not eat your kids. Will still defend your kids, but won't eat them. And they're just smart, happy, like friendly dogs. And they're not too small and they're not too big, right? Like you're talking like a 60 to 70 pound adult dog. That's fast, that you can take hunting with you if that's your thing. Like they were bred to be hunting dogs. Like mine were, duck dogs. And they're just great all around animal. They use them for blind people, use them like because they're smart enough to do that job. Like they're fantastic.
Look at that guy. He's giant.
You could ride that guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mastiffs are going, like they got to go to somebody who's understands big dogs,
Like horses.
Yeah, that's not like a that's not a first time dog owner dog. Basset Hounds would be great. He's home. He's got a home already though.
Yeah,
Little
that's
flash.
It's like a big beagle.
Look at that little guy.
He looks pretty cute.
Yeah. Well, that's good that there's some action on this, that some of these have found homes. This is awesome. But if you guys are interested in need a pup, hit up RG3. He's trying to get these guys a good home. It's nice to be in the house by Christmas. That'd be pretty awesome, I think.
Indeed.
Yeah. Dogs available. Let me know, because he's all got things going on in his brain. So I think it'd be wiser to contact me about it.
Yeah, how's RG doing?
Better. He's actually finally got help. So instead of being there in the morning 7 days a week, it's now 5. Because I mean, the dogs have to get fed, and their shit's got to get picked up every single day, So he does have someone that's coming and helping him on 2 days a week. He's hoping to find someone else or see if this person will do another day a week, so that way he's got a chunk of time. And things are changing on the property, so there's a lot less work. Like every Sunday, he has a big group of people come out to help with different projects and things. The hope, or I don't know, the hope is the right word, but like at the end of the year, she's the widow wants to put the house up on the market. But in order to do that, they have to get rid of all the kennels and make sure like all that area is cleared out and stuff. So yeah. So it's, it's the work is getting lesser because like less dogs and kind of less things to do in general, but also just like now there's like a time crunch to get it kind of done. So.
Yeah. That Mastiff is, yeah. What's up, Mr. Frank?
They're awesome.
I love boxers. Yeah, the boxers are pretty awesome. Adopt retired police sniffer dogs. I've seen that happen, but a lot of times the officers take them home and just keep them.
There's probably a big difference between the sniffer dogs and the attack dogs. I think the attack dogs pretty much have to go home with that officer, where the sniffer dog's probably a little more flexible, right?
Lights out. What's up, buddy? Haven't seen you in here for a while. How you doing? The pity and the mastiffs, as much as they get bad reps, they're awesome dogs. I have 2 pits and 1 husky mix, and they will only bite you if you're doing funny shit, right? But if you come in my house and sit down with a treat, you're more than likely going to have a lap dog for the rest of the evening.
Any dog can bite, right? It's about the owner most of the time. Like I had a Labrador that took a chunk out of a guy once who had it coming, and like they're not known for that at all, right? So, but he got 47 stitches or something. It's just the right situation. The right dog will do the right thing or the wrong thing depending on their training.
I always look at my my husky, because if she gets alerted to something's up, right? There are some people where she'll just look at them and she'll just be focused in on that person and won't stop looking at them. While my pit bull's out there sniffing, looking for cat turds to eat, right? That dog's like zoomed in on somebody, and I'm going, who is that? And more often than not, it's somebody that's freaking shady, right?
Huskies are closer to being wolves than most dogs. Like I see them a lot up here, and like that's definitely like a hunting dog. People actually use them for sledding up here, right? Like you get pulled by a team of 7 huskies, right? Like they're a pretty serious work dog.
If I could skateboard, that puppy and my pit bull could pull me around. Oh my gosh. Those 2 pull on leash. Walking 3 dogs is way different than walking 2 dogs, especially if they all have pull instincts. The husky does not pull at all. The pitties, they pull. Tam, how are you?
Hey, Tam.
Nice to see you in here. My Thanksgiving is I'm just doing it at home, and I'm going to have 2 of the 3 triplets home having food. So that's awesome. So I'm responsible for making the feast. We're having a turkey, stuffing, the whole shebang.
Be sure to mention that I have 3 sons at the dinner, eh?
What's that?
Be sure to mention that I have 3 sons at the dinner. Just get it out there.
Yeah, right. I have 2 boys, 1 girl. So one of the boys is so.
I know it doesn't suit my purpose.
No, doesn't. The girl though, she's not seeing anybody.
Okay. Yeah.
If
Excellent.
your son has a significant amount of pulse chain, we could work out a deal.
He's not the biggest holder in the family, but yeah, he would have some, and he's more of a long-term gain project, right? Like second year engineering now. It's probably something that's going to work out there.
All right.
I'll send a resume. You can go over it at dinner.
All right.
I forgot to press the stream to your audience button. Gosh dang it. Sorry, I'm gonna do it now.
You're like the most popular person here.
What?
You and Cabana. Yeah, you have freaking viewers
Hey,
all over. You're the positivity princess.
Accurate. Soon to be the Pruvex princess. Huh?
Ooh.
We'll see.
Through Vexer.
What else do we need to talk about regarding any pulse chain stuff, you guys? Anything that comes to mind?
I'm going to grab me some dinner here shortly, but before I do that, I was curious, Fast, your take on the phenomenon of pools in the Pruvex
The
sacrifice.
sacrifice. Yeah.
So that's obviously, I guess, the first place entity, but there are rumblings of other ones out there being done in different ways, mind you. Some I think have yet to surface, so we'll probably see those right before the rate goes up. But just curious your thoughts on those.
I think like the pooling for the sacrifice was going to happen no matter what, right? Like someone was going to do it. The only one I really know about that's publicly accessible is the one that the PH teams, so like Buck and Dylan, are putting on. The math is good if you're into the math and you want to acquire points. Like, it makes sense. I think people should consider that option. I don't think it's the only option though, right? Like there's a volume bonus for the sacrifice, right? So if you're in a pool, you're more likely to get a larger volume bonus. They're charging like a fee based off the volume bonus portion only, so not off the entire sacrifice. I think it's at 16% or something like that. Maybe it goes up over time. I'm not part of that team, so I can't speak for them directly. One thing to consider though for people is like, like this sacrifice is a sacrifice, and nothing is guaranteed. It's not guaranteed that you're getting any tokens. And the entity running the sacrifice may or may not look favorably upon pools as a concept. I think there's not a 0% chance that they could be opposed to that concept. It is a sacrifice for no middlemen. So, like maybe I would go 50-50. Maybe I'd sacrifice some directly from my wallet to the official sacrifice wallet. And maybe I do some from pools, like the one that Buck and Dylan are running. That seems like a good moderation play for me. But as far as that team goes, like the PH team, Buck and Dylan, they have 3 things out on the chain. They're all secure. They've all run well. They haven't rugged anybody. I trust those guys. So, I can definitively give them that endorsement. I don't think they're stealing the money. As far as what happens though, or whether that's the play, I think everybody has to make up their own mind. If you're interested in the pool, best to find Dylan or Buck on X and follow the links from there. Don't get scammed. There's lots of scammers. Many people will.
They are coming out of the woodwork right now.
They're huge.
Yeah.
They are sniffing this out, and it's like another sack, and yeah. If you get any DMs from random people,
and see them pop up.
Careful.
In like one of the admin rooms, I put forward like, hey, somebody banned this scammer in the Hex room or the Pulse X room, and one of the old school admins accidentally banned me in all RH rooms instead.
Oh no.
Which was, and then he figured it out, and he's like, oh, sorry, I banned you in 7 rooms. So I'm like, okay, I got to rejoin all these rooms. I went and rejoined all the rooms. The moment I pressed join in each room, my Telegram started ringing, right? Like it was like 3 or 4 competing scammers trying to get to me first before I could even read the disclaimer message saying that all DMs, all calls are scams.
Wow.
That popped up when you join the Hex Telegram room. Like these guys are on it. And everybody can set their Telegram so that other people cannot call you. Like no one can call you, or only your contacts can call you. I intentionally leave it off so that I can see scammers like this coming and going, and I can be like, oh, ban that guy. So I, 3 or 4 of them got banned in that process, but like they are freaking on it. Don't trust any DM. It's 100% a scam. Assume that all the time. I've heard some terrible stories that I won't share because I don't want to dox anybody's pain, but like in the last 3 months, like good people have lost funds on Pulse Chain from scammers. And that happens all over crypto. It's not just Pulse Chain, but Telegram in particular is very dangerous. Trust no one who sends you a private message. Only get help in public. Be very careful with your details. Never share your seed phrase or private keys, no matter what anyone says, right? Even if it's someone you really trust and they want your seed phrase or private keys, no longer trust that person. It's always bad.
What's your opinion on it, Cabana? It seemed like you might have had an idea of what you has had some thoughts on pools. What do you think?
I mean, I just touched on it earlier, like one, you have the game theory angle concerning the founder of the thing, and will he say something during this sack phase? Will there be proof of life? I mean, we're all doing this kind of like without a proof of life, and I say that kind of like half-heartedly, but at the same time, it's like, okay, well, this is the first sack that we've ever had that we're just going by an X account. And, you know, so it is funny to think of that way. I, you know, kind of considering many factors, I don't think that's a worry at all. But yeah, so that's that to think about. The pool thing is another side that I wanted to get Fast's take on there, because that could go some different ways. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, well, what if Godwell comes in at the very end and takes everybody's lunch or whatever? And it's like, that wouldn't really make a whole bunch of sense, depending upon how much is sacrificed, because then, you know, if you get a huge amount, you know, in at the very end and it dwarfs everybody else, then you're kind of the exit liquidity in a sense, because you wouldn't be able to move all of that supply as easy as if it's, you know, bigger pieces all over the place. You just have, you know, a few different entities, you know, with large pieces. So it's like, okay, well, nuke the price on yourself. So that's interesting to consider.
One scenario that I think is totally possible based off past actions is that the OA comes in right at the end, super dilutes everybody, so it maybe doesn't matter how big your bonus is, but you're still getting the tokens. So that could make the concept of the pools like it wouldn't be a loss. It could be more of a net neutral. But it would be still overall bullish if that happens, because if the OA, oh no, the OA has 97% of the tokens, like that's, you know, that is a bullish thing in my books. But the pooling, if the OA took the top 14 positions on purpose somehow, would become much less attractive, right? It would be almost like you didn't do it. And I wouldn't be shocked if something like that happened, but like it still wouldn't be a loss that you entered a pool. But yet that's where it's like, 50-50. Do I go in the pool or do I sacrifice directly, or do I not sacrifice, which is 100% a valid choice. I feel in some ways this sacrifice is not meant for us. You cannot send your pulse chain tokens. All right. You can't send hex on any chain. Right. And Richard posted recently financial advice from someone else who had given him financial advice that he thinks about often, that, you know, it's a good way to invest is to not sell things for less than you paid for them. To me, that was a note to say, don't sell your pulse, don't sell your hex if you're not in profit, you know, and pretty much no one is. That's what I took from it.
But even if he does that, right, with the pulse, so you may not know this, Cabana, but Fast and SJ, that's what we did was pools, right? I still had 2.13% multiplier on the PulseX pool. I was in profit for 2.1 times longer than most people were, right? And having a bunch of guys that are sacking anywhere from $400,000 to $5, right, in our pool takes that whole top tier of horsepower and distribute it to everybody from minnows to whales. So I think pools are good. I would much rather have, if we take a look at some of the whales today, I would much rather have that multiplier in the hands of somebody, an ordinary user, than somebody.
More people, right? A greater number. And that's better than one guy.
And we actually beat God Whale in the LL pool, and so there's we were the top pool amongst a lot of different sacrifices, and those people that were in our pools were in profit much longer than anybody else. The only reason I would think to sacrifice on your own is when it came to Pulse and PulseX, everybody thought that there was going to be some airdrops. I haven't seen any freaking airdrops, you guys. I had wallets that I sacrificed for directly just for the airdrop theory, right? I have not seen airdrops.
Oh yeah, do it from like 20 different wallets and whatnot. I did the same thing. I did the same thing with like MetaMask when there were thoughts of like that having a token one day, and I was just transferring, creating wallets.
Airdrops is over. It's not a thing anymore.
And the tokens that did get airdropped are Destiny attack tokens that I shouldn't even touch, right? So it just encumbers those wallets where I don't even want to touch them anymore. So I'm not sure if I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would do the 50-50 approach. Maybe if you wanted to have airdrop wallet, but bottom line is the pools are going to generate you more financial horsepower.
The math does favor that, but like you still have to look at the the visuals of it, of like RH may or may not be in favor of the pooling option. There could be some benefit to not pooling. But like I have nothing to back that up. It is speculation. But you're totally right about the math of it, of like, you do better in the pool as far as points from the rules as they've been laid out. And that was proven twice now with the other sacrifices already. Right. So there's a benefit.
And what I like about the pools, or at least the existing one, and probably I would guess, with the any others that come about, is that they're likely people, true believers in the system, and those are the kind of people that I root for. The little guys, I've seen what whales do when they have such a big supply and they just keep a lid on any price appreciation. So it'd be interesting to see if this one actually did play out a little opposite of what Fast was suggesting, which I think will likely happen. I think OA will come in because there's a lot of ETH floating out there, or in a tornado cloud somewhere. But like a fun little thing is to think about, what if it did? What if just the SAC amount it got up to like 9 million or whatever, and then that was it? Those are the people that get it, and then say the OA just buys everybody's blood and then lets them hemorrhage and then accumulates tokens that way. Not going to happen, I don't think, but that would be interesting to see, like the opposite approach. And that would be like a much more even token distribution. Yes, you're going to have whales. I think there are some out there that are sacking like 100, 200K or whatever. You're always going to have that. You're not going to get away from it, but it's also not like one guy in for like $5 million yet. So it's like
it's still 100 times less volume than the PulseX sacrifice at $10 million, which it is not close to right now, right? Yep. And we won't know for until the end of the bonus period what it's going to be, but it's for sure going to be a way lower sacrifice amount. So if it went the way you said, Cabana, and the OA doesn't come in and the whole sack is $10 million, like, if you had a piece of that, that'd be the lowest market cap RH token in existence, right?
And that would also be the easiest to absolutely pump to Jupiter.
It's we're going to find out, you guys, right? So if this rate per 10,000 points starts ratcheting up in 6 days, right? You're going to see big players come in the next 6 days if they're gonna play, because there's no big players out there that are going to want to get less points per dollar than other people, unless it's RH and he's sacking funds to himself, basically, right?
You can do that at any point. It won't be about points. Like, it could be in the last 5 days where there's the worst rate, where almost no one else will be sacrificing. That could be where the OA would come in and do something like that, because it really wouldn't matter what the rate was for that purpose. The other play here, though, is I think some people, as we get towards the end of this period, like, they're going to be more and more tempted to sell their pulse chain assets to turn them into assets that are accepted. So like the other play is to buy the dip on, the things you know and love that have been around for years.
Yeah, this next 7 days, that's a great point. And I was thinking about that earlier today. If if you're squeamish about your coins, I hate to be in your shoes for the next week, because I think we're going to get some swings in price, and probably not the favorable kinds, just because of what Fast just said there. It's like people are gonna the alarm's gonna sound, and people are gonna realize this is your last chance to get into the thing, and that might be the final shakeout. So if you have some stables and you would like some cores, maybe you get like your chance, your fat pitch in the next 7 days. So
could be the thing. But the problem is that like this is public information, so a lot of people think they're geniuses with the same plan that we just came up with, right?
That's
so
right.
It may not play out exactly like that. It's just there's a little too much information out there. Our secret alpha is not too secret, but like, or it could play out exactly like that. And on the last day, when for the best rate, we could see a fantastic dip that will only last for 3 hours. That's completely possible.
And you saw, like, as soon as the SAC was announced, I think it was like, I don't know, a couple 100,000 in cores was just instantly
30%.
Yeah, trashed. And there it was, but that was the Band-Aid that said founder mentioned.
Yep.
What did we hit, you guys? 1.6, 1.7 for Pulse?
Right about there. And it hasn't hit that again since, but we're still hovering around that 2 mark, right? Which is historically pretty low. One thing that I've noticed in the past, probably you guys have too, is that when Richard calculates X's on his tokens, like Hex, for example, he doesn't go off of the launch date. He goes off of the all-time low. So something to ponder.
Right. And just to answer a question from Hans, St. Wolf had something to do, and he did a last minute cancel. So apologize for that. I know his pictures on the video and everything, but it wasn't clickbait. He was supposed to be here, but
clickbait though. I still like. I might put his picture on there anyway. But,
yeah, we'll put his picture on everyone, and hopefully he shows.
Yeah, we're great.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, I wish that there was when we did these pools, especially with RH tokens on some of the larger pools, we did no fee at all, right? So I was just hoping that there would be enough people that would join the pool that would increase my rate of the money that I put in, right? That's the only way I made money on my pools, was that the rate that I got was greater than that had I sacked by myself, and through that got massive multipliers every time. I don't know of any no fee pools out there though right now. I don't think that.
I know of meme tokens. I would stay shy of that myself, based on what I understand about the math of meme tokens that claim they're connected to the sacrifice. I don't think the math plays out. I'm not going to go into any more detail on that.
You're not? Oh,
please do.
Yeah, because that was very enticing, but I would like to hear more details on that.
I'm going to go with the risk. What does Richard call it? Just the risk of talking about something that is not good versus telling everybody about it. I think the risk is in favor of not talking about it right now.
Gotcha. Imaginary horribles, is that what you're trying to think of?
No, not imaginary horribles. It's like like a risk,
giving an audience to something that is risky, and it's better just to ghost it. And
just like how he never talked about PDI at all until everybody already knew about it. Then he came out. That was why he never mentioned PDI before, when everybody was screaming about this and that, and he just ignored it. But he wasn't ignoring it. He wasn't giving it attention that would draw in more people until it was already past the point where it was relative. And then
Lights Out's got it. He said risk diode. That's what it is.
Risk diode. Thank you, sir.
Very, very cool. Lights Out stayed for the whole stream. That's a good sign.
I think we went over all the good stuff here. Let's call it a day.
Yeah, let Cabana get some food. Call it a day. I'll go give my wife a breather with a puppy. She will love that. Yep. Well, thank you everybody for joining our stream, and have a great Thanksgiving if you're not in Canada. Hope you have a good time with your family. Get to see some people and give some thanks. And truly, I am thankful for the Griffith Foundation. They've been doing some great work. SJ, RG3, and everybody else that's been involved with that, trying to keep our chain in the forefront of the socials, whether it be X, Instagram, TikTok. Appreciate all of you guys, big time.
100.
Thank you.
All right. With that, you guys, I'm going to drop us all down. We'll go out with some old school Hex music. Okay.
Woo.
All right. Which one do you guys want? So some Welcome to Crypto from Corey. How's that sound?
Can never go wrong with Corey.
Yeah, never go wrong with Corey.
He's an investor.
Yeah, Corey is an investor. That is true. All right, you guys, have a great week, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Peace.
Bye.
It's Bass God on the track.
Welcome to crypto. We out here getting figures. Stop gambling and trading stocks. They're financial killers. But see, with every upside there's a slide. An embodiment of crypto is Hex. We got a winner. My name is Corey, an investor, and I'm winning. A Hexagon for life. I just retired, now I'm chilling. But see, I took an early L. Friends thought I couldn't tell if Hex was some magic money, and I was under a spell. But I exhale, cause my research, it didn't fail. I invested in Hex, then became a whale. I'm making waves now. I tell you there's a way how to stake it and forget it and chill in Dubai or Cape Town. But after the highs, there's always a drought. And that's when the scammers, the FUD, and the wolves are out. I'm trying to educate just to mentally stimulate people who felt like me, like I'm always missing my break. That's why I wait, man, I sit back, observe the bait. A piece of cake when the finished product's on the plate. So don't wait, go to hex.com, mate. Cause Hexagons rep from the US to the Aussie state. Which means we down under, I mean we underground. I see you haven't heard of us, millionaires all around. You heard of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and blockchain though. Well, Hex is simply better code, Crypto 2.0. Welcome to crypto, we out here making figures. Stop gambling and trading stocks, they're financial killers. But see, with every upside there's a slide. An embodiment of crypto is Hex, we got a winner. So, back to the story, investors, they see the glory within Hex. Through a DEX is verified, we don't need a Maury, which means no middleman. No man to tell a story, stories told. It's on the blockchain, just a few years old. But this about the money, and money rules the world in politics. And if it's in the wrong hands, your baby girl, we're here to make a change. My mind's on future gains, we change the conversation, but the money made is insane. Are you a Hexagon or not? Does Hex always make new highs? The truth. Where all the haters at, shaking in they boots, while we show up to these conferences in $10,000 suits. That's something light, we ain't talking about the drinks of flight. Hexagons shine like you stargazing to the night. That's something light. Hexagons shine like you stargazing to the night. Welcome to crypto, we out here getting figures. Stop gambling and trading stocks, they're financial killers. But see, with every upside there's a slide. An embodiment of crypto is Hex, we got a winner.